Think you know Saudi Arabia? Join me for a quick dive into the everyday life, culture, and surprises waiting here in the Desert Kingdom. Mecca, often referred to as the Holy City, is where Islam originated and where the Prophet Muhammad, a prominent Arab religious, political, and military leader, was born. In Islamic belief, Muhammad is considered the final prophet of the Abrahamic God. Through his leadership, he united many Arab tribes, establishing a powerful caliphate that eventually stretched from Persia to the Iberian Peninsula. At the heart of Mecca lies the Kaaba within Masjid al-Haram, Islam's most sacred mosque. Every year, millions of Muslims undertake the Hajj pilgrimage to this revered site, making it one of the world's largest gatherings. Saudi Arabia also hosts Neom, a visionary city in the northwest Tabuk region, covering 26,500 square kilometers and bordering the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aqaba. Neom is part of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's Vision 2030 initiative, aimed at diversifying the economy beyond oil. This ambitious project includes The Line, a 170-kilometer linear city without cars, streets, or carbon emissions, connected by a high-speed transit system to make all parts of the city accessible within 20 minutes. The design emphasizes sustainability, aiming to preserve 95% of the surrounding nature. Just outside Riyadh lies Diriyah, a city rich in cultural and historical significance and the origin of the Saudi dynasty. It houses the Al Tarif district, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its distinctive adobe architecture and historic fort. The city is undergoing significant restoration to become a major cultural destination, with new museums, galleries, and cultural centers planned. Saudi Arabia's Red Sea coastline offers world-renowned diving locations, including the coral reefs near Jeddah and the Farasan Islands. This coastline, rich in marine life, is ideal for diving enthusiasts and contributes significantly to Saudi Arabia's economy through trade and port activity. Saudi Arabia is home to the Rub al-Khali, or the Empty Quarter, the largest continuous sand desert on Earth. Spanning an area almost as large as France, it holds half the Sahara's sand and is known for its towering dunes and expansive solitude. This desert plays an important role in the Arabian Peninsula's culture, with Bedouin tribes still leading a traditional nomadic lifestyle here. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia's vibrant capital, is a bustling metropolis that houses nearly 20% of the country's population. It serves as a key political and economic center, featuring a skyline filled with towering skyscrapers and rapidly growing infrastructure. A major historical attraction is Darya, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the birthplace of the Al Saud dynasty. The Kingdom Center, one of the city's tallest buildings, provides sweeping views of Riyadh's modern cityscape. Saudi Arabia is celebrated for its unique cultural heritage, including its renowned Arabian hospitality, the ancient practice of falconry, and the traditional dance known as Arda. These customs are central to the Saudi national identity and are showcased at festivals and cultural events across the country. Al-Aqsa is one of the largest oases in the world, featuring thousands of palm trees and a traditional irrigation system that supports local agriculture. This lush oasis is a remarkable testament to how life can thrive in the desert. Medina, one of the two holiest cities in Islam along with Mecca, holds deep historical and religious significance. Originally known as Yathrib, it became prominent in 622 AD with the Prophet Muhammad's migration, an event called the Hijra, which marked the beginning of the Islamic calendar. Medina is home to Al-Masjid an-Nabawi, the Prophet's mosque, a revered site where the Prophet Muhammad is buried. As a spiritual and cultural center, Medina is celebrated not only for its religious importance, but also for being the site of the first Muslim community and many key events in early Islamic history. Jeddah, a bustling commercial hub, is renowned for its scenic corniche, a long coastal promenade along the Red Sea. Popular with both residents and tourists, the corniche offers breathtaking sea views, outdoor sculptures, parks, and recreational spaces. In the heart of Jeddah is Al-Balad, the historic old city with coral stone houses showcasing traditional Arabian architecture and recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Jeddah also serves as a primary gateway for pilgrims journeying to Mecca, for the Hajj pilgrimage. Saudi Arabia operates as an absolute monarchy, where the king holds both the roles of head of state and government, with considerable authority over national affairs. King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, who became monarch in 2015, currently leads the country, alongside Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who is instrumental in the Vision 2030 initiative aimed at reducing Saudi Arabia's reliance on oil through social and economic reforms. The Al Saud family has ruled since the nation's establishment in 1932, with approximately 2,000 influential family members out of an estimated 10,000 to 20,000 relatives. The Saudi royal family is considered the wealthiest in history, with an estimated fortune of $3 trillion, largely due to the national oil company, Aramco. Saudi Arabia's military is one of the best equipped and most capable in the Middle East, with about 200,000 active service members across its Army, Air Force, Navy, National Guard, and Air Defense forces. The nation invests heavily in its military, ensuring access to advanced equipment and maintaining a strong force to protect its sovereignty and strategic interests in the region. Known for their warmth and hospitality, Saudis place a strong emphasis on family, which forms the cornerstone of society. Families are typically led by a patriarch who makes key decisions. Recent reforms driven by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman have advanced women's rights, allowing women to drive, and increasing their participation in the workforce and education. Most Saudis are ethnically Arab, with a significant population of expatriates, particularly from South Asia. The country adheres to conservative Islamic traditions, rooted in Wahhabism. Bedouin communities also continue to play a role in Saudi society, with some retaining a traditional nomadic lifestyle in the desert, while others have transitioned to modern living. While Saudi Arabia does not have formal refugee camps, it has provided substantial financial and humanitarian assistance to countries hosting refugees, particularly Jordan and Lebanon, during regional crises. As a leader in the Islamic world, Saudi Arabia's foreign policy is shaped by its commitment to regional stability and support for displaced populations. Renowned for its vast oil reserves, Saudi Arabia holds the world's second-largest proven reserves after Venezuela and is the top global oil exporter, wielding significant influence within OPEC. With control over a major portion of the world's oil, Saudi Arabia plays a vital role in the global economy. Oil revenues account for about 75% of the country's budget, 40% of its GDP, and 90% of export income. Cities across Saudi Arabia are transforming rapidly with large-scale infrastructure projects, modern skyscrapers, and upgraded public transportation systems. The capital, Riyadh, and the commercial hub of Jeddah exemplify this modernization trend while preserving important cultural elements. Saudi cuisine is rich and flavorful, with popular dishes like kabsa, a spiced rice dish with meat, and mandi, a lamb or chicken rice dish cooked in an underground oven. Arabic coffee, brewed with cardamom and served with fresh dates, is a traditional symbol of hospitality. Saudi meals often include various breads like siasis and marouk, and are important social gatherings marked by generosity and sharing, embodying the spirit of hospitality that is central to Saudi culture. Saudi Arabia's diverse landscapes, from expansive deserts to beautiful coastlines, have increasingly become popular filming locations for Hollywood and international productions, showcasing the country's natural beauty on the big screen. Saudi Arabia has an arid climate, marked by scorching desert heat and more moderate temperatures in the southwestern mountains. Summer temperatures can reach above 50 degrees Celsius in desert areas, while winter brings cooler temperatures, with occasional snow in mountainous regions like Al-Ula and Tabuk. Riyadh endures intense summer heat, although its nights are usually cooler due to low humidity. Saudi Arabia actively works to protect its natural environment through numerous reserves and national parks. The Farasan Islands Wildlife Reserve in the Red Sea is known for its diverse ecosystems, preserving a range of bird and marine species. The Harat al-Hara Nature Reserve, located near the Jordanian border, spans a vast volcanic landscape and provides sanctuary for rare animals like the Arabian gazelle. Nestled in the Sarawat Mountains, Taif is a popular retreat during the summer due to its cooler temperatures compared to the rest of Saudi Arabia. Known for its beautiful rose gardens, Taif produces rose water used in perfumes and cosmetics. The area's fertile soil also supports fruit and vegetable farms. Each year, Taif hosts the Rose Festival to celebrate the rose harvest and the many products made from it. Although Saudi Arabia is dominated by vast deserts, the fine-grained sand found there is unsuitable for construction, as it lacks the necessary properties to bond with cement and water to form concrete. As a result, Saudi Arabia imports sand for building, with Australia currently serving as the largest supplier. Saudi Arabia's flag is a powerful national symbol with a green background representing Islam. At the center, it bears the Shahada, the Islamic declaration of faith. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Beneath the inscription is a horizontal sword, symbolizing justice and the defense of faith. The flag's green color reflects Islamic tradition, while the sword and sacred words emphasize Saudi Arabia's commitment to Islam and unity. Saudi culture, deeply rooted in Islamic traditions, is undergoing rapid modernization. The Majlis, a traditional social space for discussing community matters and sharing stories, remains central to Saudi life. Hospitality customs, such as offering Arabic coffee and dates to guests, are cherished traditions. Recently, cultural festivals like Riyadh season have gained popularity, celebrating Saudi art, music, and cuisine, drawing thousands of visitors from both within and outside the country. Beyond its natural and historical landmarks, Saudi Arabia is quickly gaining recognition as a hotspot for adventure sports. Enthusiasts can enjoy sandboarding on the vast dunes of the Rub al-Khali Desert, climbing in the Asir Mountains, and diving in the clear waters of the Red Sea. High-profile international events like the Formula E race in Diriyah and the Dakar Rally draw athletes and fans from across the globe, underscoring the country's potential for sports and adventure tourism. Despite its large desert areas, Saudi Arabia has a surprisingly diverse ecosystem, spanning deserts, mountains, and coastal regions that support unique flora and fauna adapted to harsh conditions. Iconic animals include the Arabian oryx, successfully reintroduced into the wild, the striped hyena, sand cat, and desert fox. The plant life is also varied, featuring hardy acacias and other drought-resistant shrubs. For travelers to Saudi Arabia, it's important to be mindful of local customs. The country is conservative, especially regarding dress, with women advised to cover shoulders and knees. Saudis value respectful greetings, often beginning with a handshake when initiated by locals. While photography is generally permitted in public, avoid photographing government and military sites. Observing local customs, such as avoiding public eating during Ramadan, is key to a respectful visit. Saudi Arabia enforces strict laws, making it essential for visitors to follow them closely. Alcohol is prohibited, and penalties are severe for drug use or trafficking. While the country is becoming more inclusive for tourists, public displays of affection are discouraged, and it's recommended to respect local customs around privacy, such as refraining from taking photos of people, especially women, without permission. The death penalty remains in effect for serious crimes. Most tourists will need a visa to enter Saudi Arabia, which can often be obtained online or on arrival, depending on nationality. Driving is the most convenient way to get around, with a well-developed road network. Taxis and buses are also available. When using taxis, it's best to agree on the fare before the trip. The ideal time to visit is between November and March when the weather is cooler. The local currency is the Saudi Riyal, and costs vary significantly between cities and rural areas.